Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a match between Rogue and ShoWTimE here on Zen, the latter edition from Katowice that wrapped up a couple weeks ago. In the bottom left of Zen, we have the red Protoss player, it is ShoWTimE, and in the top right, it is the blue Zerg player, Rogue. Now you might say, Falcon, it is a Korean versus a non-Korean player, who could possibly win? But man, did you watch TSL 5 at all? Let me just tell ya, I think the region lock is working better than ever. So the intention of the region lock, which just kept Korean players from competing in WCS the last couple of years, is to give foreigner players the confidence and the experience at the highest levels of play to increase their skills and eventually challenge to be the best players in the world. Cyril is evidence of that, right? He's a Finnish player, not a Korean player, and he won BlizzCon. And Raynor went to the BlizzCon finals last year. And let me just say, the foreigners have never looked better in comparison to their Korean counterparts. So, ShoWTimE has been around a long time, and he's played a lot of games against Cyril on the European ladder. I can tell you that much. So, I don't know. I think he can handle Rogue here, but we will have to wait and see. 16, 18, 17, little bit of pro harass. 1 gate expand here on Zen. Zen is a bit of a weird map. But, yar. What you probably want to do is wall this off too, just because Ling run-bys are super duper annoying. But at this stage, he knows the pool is not done because the Probe Scout is perfect here from ShoWTimE. It hasn't died, and it's really hard to kill if you're a Zerg player anyway, so let's not worry about it. Overlord comes in for the Scout, recognizing it's probably a 1-gate expand, and the Cyber Core's not even done yet. Nothing can shoot up and hurt me at all. And let's just hang out and see what's up. Sees the timing on the Nexus, sees the pylon, sees the Cyber Core coming in. All right. Everything is totally fine. Also, did you see Day 9 cast for 9 straight hours 2 Sundays ago? I think he's probably still casting. I don't know what his plans are, but he cast with Roddy for, I think it was 8 straight best of 5 series for TSL. It was nuts, but they killed it. And some people were asking me, but Falcon, Day 9 hasn't cast StarCraft for a long time. Maybe he doesn't know anything about StarCraft anymore. He totally does. And actually, in an interview that somebody asked him about this, he said that he watches everything that Tastosis casts. So his brother is Tasteless, and anything Tasteless casts, which is a lot of StarCraft 2 and a lot of Brood War, he watches. So he knows. He knows everything about StarCraft and StarCraft 2, and he's a beautiful man, and I like him so much, and I'm glad he's back. I aspire to be half as good as Day 9 is at casting StarCraft, because he's just so personable and so fun and so knowledgeable and just observant, and he's great. And I'm so glad he's back with StarCraft. I really am. Okay, we're going to enough gushing about Day 9. Third base coming in from Rogue. Oracle on the way here from ShoWTimE. This Oracle's name is Sputnik 1. Beep, 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 beep. This is a reference to the first satellite in human history, as well as Civ 4. Yeah, the Civilization games. I've never touched them. Oh, the Adepts finished the transfer. Okie doke. Good positioning here. This usually means your Adepts are dead, though. Oh, especially if speed is done. Get that surround. Get the surround. Oh, he gets the Adept out of there. Ends up getting another drone kill. Oh, doesn't get a drone kill. The drone finishes him off, or helps anyway. So 3 drones down. Not too bad. And where is Sputnik? Sputnik is here. Hasn't really accomplished much of anything, if we're honest with ourselves. But yeah, Civ. I haven't touched Civ. Haven't ever played any of it. I worry it's the type of game that would get me sucked into it. It is known for the game where you're like, 1 more turn, and then it's 4 a.m. So, I don't know. There's just too much other stuff going on in my life to pick something like that up, honestly. But I actually have started playing the Pillars of Eternity, which is an RPG game. Kind of a Dungeons & Dragons style thing by Obsidian. Out on twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin a few times, a few nights a week. And also playing StarCraft 2 out there, team stuff with Somicron. So if you want more Falcon in your life, maybe live streaming things on Twitch, twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin, a decent place to be as the Oracles cruise on in. There's 2 queens and a spore, though, so nope. That is out of there. There is a proposed balance change that is coming out. It's proposed, right? So nothing's official yet, but they're looking at reducing the attack range on queens for anti-air by 1. which will help. It'll help Oracles to get more done. I don't think it's going to make Oracles overpowered or anything, so don't worry about that. Just maybe gives them a bit more of an advantage. Oh, the door was open and the Lings are in. The Lings are in the house. They're going to scout everything. They're going to see your forge and your gateway. And okay, there's not much to see here, to be honest. You know there's a third base, so ShoWTimE's not ticking up quite yet. But Rogue's just been droning his face off. Check him out. He's up to 59 workers right now on the 3 bases. Probably should go for a 4th because ShoWTimE's 3rd is done. And this is not a 2.5 base Roach Ravager play because there's way too many workers for that. He's at 60. You want to be at like 45 for that all in. Too many drones kind of limits your opportunities for many things. But also lots of drones are good for other stuff. It's a balance that we do. Additionally, just a quick plug for as the Adepts come in. Don't finish that transfer. I don't know about that. There's only 2 queens, man. They can't kill you that fast. Did he see the Roach Warren? He does now. The Oracles do see the Roach Warren. Okay, that's fun. Nothing weird. Evolution Chamber there. Nothing weird there either. Just pretty standard macro from Rogue. Nothing to worry about from ShoWTimE for the next few minutes anyway. Anyway, quick plug for the lower level games. I have a series called Brave Noob World. It was known as Into the Void for a long time, but I changed the name to make it more obvious what it is. And it's basically people who send me Bronze and Silver League games to falconpaladin@gmail.com. If you want me to cast lobby games and just see the weird stuff that happens, check it out. Check out the Brave Noob World playlist on the channel, and you'll see it. You'll check it out. Just too few people watch those videos, and I worry that people don't know that they exist. In addition, there's Mid-Rank Madness, which is a mid-level setup for people in Gold, Platinum, and Diamond who are better at the game, but they're not GM yet. They're not Masters yet. They're working on it, you know? So if you want to check those suckers out too, Mid-Rank Madness playlist, there are hundreds of these replays on my channel that I've cast for both. Oracle's coming home. Are they really that worried about these Lings? Maybe he was worried about being trapped. I don't know about that. I don't think he was trapped. Oh, maybe he was... Oh, did he scout this Nidus? What is this? What? Okay, hold up. That is... Okay, he does have some swarm hosts. 10 swarm hosts. All right, so it's swarm host Nidus. We've seen ShoWTimE win against this. Do not stop watching because you're like, ShoWTimE's dead. Swarm host Nidus is impossible. No. Do not fall prey to that kind of thinking. Look at these Oracles doing work because nothing can shoot up. It's Roach Swarm Host. So that's probably a dead Stargate. Oh, the Robo would be a decent target. I mean, they just don't have a lot of... Look, they're going to expire by the time they get here. So they don't kill the Robo. All right. That's a win. It's a win for ShoWTimE. These Roaches trying to get up here, but, you know. Oh, the force field. There's no Ravagers. What do? Do you kill the Nidus here to kill the Roaches? Probably kill the Nidus. I don't know if you want to come out here if you're Swarm Host, to be honest. This is what I'm telling you. ShoWTimE is very capable of winning against this strategy that every Protoss player hates with a passion for good reason. He's got Immortals out. Immortals are going to wreck the Roaches. Immortals are going to kill the Nidus Worms, too. That's an important thing. Nidus comes up here. But look, again, army on top, and if the Swarm Hosts come out, they die. This is how you beat this. It requires incredible amounts of map awareness and map vision at all times. But if you can do it, you can hold. You can win against this. Big, again, this is fine. Like, spawning here, you just run away from it. They can't get up here and kill many of these buildings, at least, by the time they expire. The Roaches are trying to get stuff done, but as long as you don't let the Swarm Hosts land... Okay, so he does let them land, and they do almost... Wow, that Archon has 1 HP, and he's alive. Zealot attack coming into Rogue's 4th base on the right side, causing major problems. Nidus coming up on the left side. Where's that Nidus? This Nidus is going to go down. This is how you do. You counterattack because if you have Swarm Hosts as a lot of your supply, they're useless in defensive situations in most situations. Zealot's just going after Roaches everywhere. Look at ShoWTimE taking the fight to Rogue right now. He's like, hey, you don't want to be over here. You don't want to be defending with the Locusts. You definitely want to be attacking me. But if I'm up here killing your drones and killing your hatcheries, you gotta deal with it. You gotta deal with me here. Another Knight is coming up down to the south for Rogue. That one got cleaned up, but looks like by Oracles. The Oracles are pulling serious amounts of duty here. Working hard. Here's a big one. Here's a big one from Rogue, and he's going to throw up a Nidus right inside ShoWTimE's main base. That one's in full vision. This is the problem. This is the problem with defending this strategy, is that if you miss one, bad things will happen to you. Okay, that Nidus is going to die, but this is a huge problem. What are you going to do? You know what? That was not bad. 5 probes die. The Nexus is fine. A pylon goes down. I'm telling you, ShoWTimE has dealt with this personally. Like, in a personal situation executed by Cyril 100,000 times. 100 times a day. He knows what to do. This is the benefit of the region lock, is that there are elite Zergs that players like ShoWTimE are playing against all the time. He's doing it again. Is there any... Oh, there's no vision in that corner. Oh, that's brutal. This army pretty mean, though. I don't know. Do you want to swarm... Do you want to race space race with swarm hosts? I'm going to assume no. Swarm hosts are pretty amazing at killing buildings. This might be the one. This might be the one that really ruins ShoWTimE. Because, well, yeah, probes get pulled. You know what? Focusing that +3 attack might be incredible. ShoWTimE on the other side of the map actually wrecking this Roach Ravager thing with his Immortals. Which, you know, this guy's got 17 kills. No problem. Dude, focusing down the Nidus network would be insanely good. No, get it. He's worried about getting surrounded by the Roaches and getting Swarm Host to death. Which is fair. So what died here? A couple gateways. His +3 attack is fine. He lost his natural Nexus. But that's not the source of his income anyway. Look at the Swarm Hosts. Get the Nidus network. Just hit it like 4 times with your Immortals. And got it. Got the Nidus network. Is there another one? That was his Nidus network. That means if you run away... Oh, he's got a carrier out. Sure. That means if you run away from this, there will be no more Nidus Worms coming up on your side of the map for a little bit of time, at least until a new Nidus network comes in. Dude, this is nuts. Rogue is up 179 to 133 supply, but again, a lot of that supply is Swarm Hosts for Rogue, and that is not great supply right now because they're all, most of them are on cooldown. This carrier is just like, hey, what up? I don't need you, you know, I'm not going to make a lot of carriers. I guess I'm making 2 more because, you know, you just make a bunch of corruptors and you'll deal with it. But if I have 1 carrier, it's kind of constantly harassing you, killing overlords and whatnot. That Nidus finally gets killed, and we're back to Nidusing for Rogue. That wasn't as long as he wanted it to be. A couple more carriers down here. Don't take Corrosive Vials. It's taking Corrosive Vials. It is. The ground army, nice juggling with the Immortals, trying to keep those alive. 22 and 26 kill Immortals. The Corrosive Vials are good. Carrier trying to do what it can against this ground army. Dodging Corrosive Vials as well as it can here, too. Look at this. This carrier transition. The Spire is not done. Rogue has enough resources to make a few Corruptors, which should be enough here. Locust coming into ShoWTimE's 4th base, though. And that is a dead Nexus. All right, so damage is being done here. Roaches, where did these guys come from? Dude, these probes are in trouble. These probes are in trouble. They're trying to run. Oh, okay, no. 23 probes down. Brutal. Just brutal stuff. Another Knight is coming up inside the main base. In vision. This time of ShoWTimE. And top left base of ShoWTimE going down. This is snowballing out of control quickly for ShoWTimE right now. He was doing so well. He was handling it pretty effectively. But he just effectively lost 2 bases. He's down to 50 workers. It's 168 to 109 total supply. Corruptors are being produced for Rogue to deal with these carriers that have been a thorn in his side for a while. Has a carrier died? No. Okay, so he's done a great job keeping his carriers alive when there have been no Corruptors, which is how this should work for Protoss. But the Corruptors are here and, like, ow, carrier down, like, instantly. That's how this works. Roach is to deal with the Archon. The Archon is there to deal with the Corruptors. It's a very paper, rock, scissors style situation here, which I believe is called something with stones in other countries. Another carrier down. Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad for ShoWTimE. But he is gutting it out. He is gutting it out right now. Another evil swarm of swarm hosts is here. They're going to focus down warp gates. I mean, they just have so much damage output with a +2 attack. It's insane. And they're going to get the Templar Archives. Oh, they got the Templar Archives. But Carrier Void Ray group here going to make the Corruptors think a little bit. A hatch goes down. Rogue is really on 2 mining bases right now. He's only on 2. The Archon count is kind of nice. This this is a match. This is a really fantastic match from ShoWTimE. I'm telling you right now. The Archon's trying to get splash damage up. The Void Ray is trying to focus on these Corruptors, but there's so many Corruptors. The Carriers are dead. The Void Ray is dead. The Air Army for Rogue is just too strong. Immortal explodes, and it's 173 to 86 total supply. It is looking like Rogue may have come out on top here. Just in a look at the supply kind of way right now. Trying to replace his gateways. The swarm hosts maybe are just too much. ShoWTimE has killed so many Nidus. So many Nidus worms, but it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter sometimes how many you kill, because there's always going to be more with this strategy. Rogue ready to pop again on the main base. Really, the only thing worried about here is a fleet beacon and a Stargate, but seems like maybe we're done with Sky Toss right now. Oop, Caustic Spray time. Yep. So Nexus going to get Caustic Sprayed. This one's going to get Caustic Sprayed. There is a cannon to defend this one, but one cannon is not going to be enough. And yeah, just slowly getting picked apart here is ShoWTimE. Army supply is 127 to 26. ShoWTimE is fighting. He is fighting for his life right now. This has been a jam-packed, insane game. Nexus down. Is that the fourth Nexus down today? Somewhere around there. Using the Caustic Spray on warp gates. Rogue trying to take down another hatch that Rogue took down here towards the south, but enough roaches should be able to handle that. 200 to 100 supply. And c'est ça, man. I do not see how ShoWTimE comes back from this. The constant Locust attacks. He's got a bunch of Stalkers, which is actually pretty good against these Corruptors. Not as good against the roaches, though. And bop, cannon down, so that the Corruptors can come in and finish this off if you need it to, which I'm not sure you need them to, because the Nexus is down anyway. Again, +2 Locust, insane. When you have enough roaches that you're fighting 3 Immortals, you have a lot of roaches. You have a lot of roaches. Eat just the roach here. It's just the roach. The Immortals behind getting healed by shield batteries, well positioned here by ShoWTimE. And the roaches are all going to die. But 15 more are in production right now. ShoWTimE is putting up a fight. A fight unlike I've seen from a Protoss player in some time. He is feeling it. He's feeling strong. He's feeling like he can replace his bases. The Locusts are coming in to ruin everything he holds dear in his heart. Roaches are kind of trickling in 2 or 3 at a time, which means the Stalkers can kind of handle them. But yeah, I mean, the bases are going down. The warp gates are dying. It's 171 to 58 supply. ShoWTimE is staying in this game longer. There it is. Good game. Rogue wins. Longer than any Protoss in this situation I've ever seen, and earns my ever-living respect for that, because that was insane from him. Well done. I mean, for a while there, the income was pretty even, but, you know, when the Nexus started dying and the probes started dying, and Rogue was just fighting too hard. End of the day, 29,000 resources lost for Rogue, 35,000 lost for ShoWTimE. Ends up losing 5 Nexuses. 5 Nexuses, 51 probes, 9 warp gates, 5 carriers, 7 Immortals, 12 Archons. On the other end, he does kill 14 Nidus worms and a Nidus network, 2 hatcheries, 30 drones, 16 Ravagers. Only 2 of the swarm hosts died. That is pretty good from Rogue. If you can keep your swarm hosts alive for that long, he made 16 and 14 of them were alive at the 20-minute mark of the game. That's pretty impressive play out of Rogue here, I'm not going to lie. So great job by him. Again, a lot of lesser Zerg players will fall into a trap of just making swarm hosts in this situation. And then suddenly carriers show up and you're like, ah. But there were Ravagers, there were Spores prepared for it. He got a Spire up, he went into Corruptors, he handled it. And even defending against like a counterattack of zealots or a counterattack of stalkers and immortals, having a ground army is really important there. Because again, locusts are terrible, swarm hosts are terrible at defending. They're not good. It's not what they want to do. So good job. I mean, ShoWTimE had the right idea. He really had the right idea. He fought hard. He fought forever. But it was not enough. Not enough in the end. And Rogue is your winner. All right. Well, that is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.